Hello dear students, so I welcome you all to the last session on video on complementary angles. So here we are going to take only two questions, so with that we'll close the chapter. So the first question for the day is question number 7. So a right angled triangle ABC is given and it is right angled, that means it is 90 degree at B. So you need to find the value of this here. Okay, so we know that since it is right angle triangle and it is 90 degree at B, okay, so if B is 90 degree, then the remaining angles, that is A and C, right? So in a right angle triangle ABC, so this is my B, so we have got A here and we have got C here, right? So this A and C, if I add them, how much will I get? I'll get definitely 90, right? So we have A plus C will be 90 here. Okay, so let us check what will happen with this. Okay, so let us put the values. So A can be written as 90 minus C, right? So from here, if you take C out there, so you have A equals to 90 minus C, right? So you have A equals to 90 minus C. So instead of A, I have written 90 minus C, and here also instead of A, I have written 90 minus C. Okay, and we know that B is how much? B is 90 degree, right? So instead of B, I have written 90 degree out here. Okay, now let us put the formula here. So we know that sec 90 minus theta. So sec 90 minus theta is what? It is cosec theta. So that's why this becomes cosec C. And similarly, this tan 90 minus theta, that is tan 90 minus C, becomes cot C. And what is the value of tan sine 90? So this is standard angle, right? So from trigonometric table that we learned in earlier few chapters, we know that sine 90 will be 1. So we have this full thing turns into this quantity. All right, and anything divided by 1 will be that number itself. So that's why this will be equals to just cosec C sine C minus cot C tan C. Okay, now let us go back to this, that is reciprocal relation. Now from here we know that cosec theta into sine theta will be 1, right? So that means cosec C into sine C will also be 1. Similarly, we know that tan theta and cot theta will also be 1. That means cot C into tan C will also be 1. So we have this is 1 and this is also 1. So 1 minus 1 is how much? It is 0. Alright, so my answer for this will be equals to 0. So you may pause the video to note down. Okay, now let us move on to the last question, that is 8th questions. So there are two questions. Let me do only one question out here. So here it is given that A is an angle in between 0 and 90 degree. Okay, so you need to find the value of A if this is happening here. That is, this is already happening here, isn't it? Okay, so we have, let me take this cosec to the denominator here. Okay, so since there is into sign, so that's why this can be taken to the denominator in the right hand side. So we get this here. Okay, now if you see here, this is what? Sine 90 minus theta. So we know that sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, right? So here theta is 3a. So that's why this becomes cos 3a. Okay, so here I'm making this 42 as 90 minus 48. Right? Because 90 minus 40 is also 42. So we have cosec 90 minus theta. So what is cosec 90 minus theta? So cosec 90 minus theta is sec theta. And what is theta here? Theta is 48 degree. Alright, so this becomes sec 48 degree. Okay. Now, if you use again reciprocal relation, this one. So 1 by sec theta. Okay. So 1 by sec theta can be written as cos theta. Okay. So we have, this can be written as, this full thing can be written as cos theta. And what is theta? Theta is 48. Okay, so we have cos 3a equals to cos 48. So that means if you remove cos and cos, you have 3a equals to 48. So 3a will be equals to 48. And from here, what is a? A turns out to be 16 degree. So that means the value of angle A will be 16 degree out here. You'll try question number 2 by yourself. Okay, so with this we close the chapter. Thank you very much.